What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Gemini just 13 here with another airport update of my Boston airport. This would be number 7 to the series. And just before we get started, if you guys are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Keep the hype train rolling here. We got a lot of cool things coming to the channel in the future. San Juan will be up and running early next week. Terminal 5, if you didn't hear already, is under construction. I'll have an update for that really soon. And then Fort Lauderdale will also be coming later in the summer. So just a lot of cool things going on here in terms of content for you guys. And yeah, just keep the hype train rolling. Got a lot of good stuff coming. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get things rolling here with the video. We'll go ahead and start with the FedEx 757 with a flight to Newark. And then heading over to another FedEx MD-10 to Indianapolis. And we got the UPS MD-11 with service to Louisville. And then we'll head right over to the JetBlue Balloons A321neo with service to Orlando. And then we have the Icelandair, which actually ironically flew to Boston today. Was the 12:45 p.m. flight out of Boston to Reykjavik, Keflavik, and that's where this guy will be heading, of course. And then before I forget, let me just pop back to the Air Canada, because I totally could see myself not forgetting this, or forgetting this guy. This is the Air Canada Express Embraer 175 coming in from Toronto. All right, heading over to the JetBlue A321 Prism with service to Orlando. And then we have another JetBlue A321 on pushback, which is heading out to Fort Lauderdale. And then scan on back, we got an American Airlines 737-800 that just arrived from Chicago. And then another JetBlue at the gate, A320. JetBlue doing good, or JetBlue for good, excuse me. One of their new liveries that came out not too long ago, one of their newer ones. This guy's loading up for a flight to West Palm Beach. And then we got an Alaska Airlines 737-800 that just arrived in from Seattle. And then moving along here to the United Embraer 175 that just came in from Washington Dulles. And then heading over to some Americans. So we got an A319 right here on the bottom of your screen, then followed by a 321 with sharklets, and then we'll get to the top one, which is the Neo. The A319 here is going to Washington Reagan. And then we got the Sharklet A321 with service to Charlotte. And we got the A321 Neo to Phoenix. And then heading over, we got some Uniteds all parked at the gate looking nice. So the 319 is heading for a flight to Houston, and then the 737-800 to Chicago. And then the Embraer 175 is heading over to Newark. Heading back here, apparently I forgot the Joey moved a little bit. Got the Frontier Orville the Cardinal 320 to Orlando. And then the Spirit A320 Sharklet with service to Fort Lauderdale. And then the Southwest 737-800 to Baltimore. And then the Southwest 737-700 with a flight to Chicago Midway. All right, over to the Delta A319. Unfortunately, a tough scene over here right now with Delta. Quite a bit of gates available. Unfortunately, they only fly A319s, A321s, and 737-900s, and a few Embraer 175s for the most part. I obviously only have the A319 that is usable if we're keeping everything realistic. I have been neglecting buying Gemini jet planes as much as possible. So I'm kind of been sitting on the sideline waiting for NG models to make like a Delta 737-800 or 321. So yeah, just the lonely Delta A319 for a flight to Detroit. And then just give you a better view of what we just previously went through. Busy to an extent. So things are looking good for the Boston airport. Head over to a JetBlue A320, which is about to line up on the runway for a departure to have this guy go down to Jacksonville, Florida. And then we got the Inspiring Humanity A320 for a flight down to Atlanta. And then we got an American A321, which is also getting prepared for a departure for a flight to Philadelphia. And the American 737 AirCal Retro with service to Miami. And it's been a while since I got this guy in the video, but Sun Country 737-800 with a flight to Minneapolis. Love that library, as well as their new one. Very good. So now we're going to transition to the final part of the update today. We'll start with the FDNY A320, which is going to operate JetBlue flight 1119 with service to Charlotte. Then we got the JetBlue Embraer 190, getting ready for a flight to head over to Rochester. And then this is the Tartan A320, and this guy's going to do a flight down to, have this guy go to Tampa, Florida. And then we got another JetBlue A320 on pushback for a flight to Seattle. And then JetBlue iHeart New York getting ready to go to Salt Lake City. And moving on to a Blueberries A320. And this aircraft is heading down to Charleston. And we got the JetBlue Retro A320 for a flight down to Savannah, Georgia. And scaling on back before we get to Aer Lingus, got a FedEx MD-11 with service to Memphis. Let me wrap myself around here, get over to the Aer Lingus. Aer Lingus has been kind of interesting. I've been following what aircrafts they've been flying to Dublin from Boston. They've been operating A321neos. They've been operating A330-200, 300, very, very, very fluctuating depending on the day. But so for today's purposes, we have the A330-300 in the new livery, and this flight is heading to Dublin, and looks very, very nice. I love this model. Phoenix models, recent pickup, great addition to the collection, much needed, especially for T5, Boston. They all see Aer Lingus, obviously. So really nice plane, guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's update. I will have San Juan up early next week. I actually got the planes coming in today. Got some Silver Airways ATRs getting delivered. So be a nice ad for the San Juan model airport, and then the Fort Lauderdale when I eventually get to setting it up. So thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next video.